Alright guys, so Jeff here with Jeff's Custom RC, and I'm just going to kind of carry you through a little bit of what we've got going on here and what I'm doing, guys. So far I've got this side set up with the GOONIAC33 fiery booty on this fan. I've got these wires routed through here, and everything's coming up through here and into the fuselage. I've started on this F14, guys, from the back end working forward. Also, if you can see here, I have got foam tape such as this right here that I am putting into the tube. So I will show you here, I have this one put on and CA'd a little bit all around here, guys. So this fan is pretty much ready to go. That's the connector for the afterburner going up through the jet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit this out of the way for now, guys, because I'm just going to be adding my tape in here to the tube here. For the most part, guys, I mean, this is relatively simple. It's a little time consuming. So I measure it like from here to this line for the bottom, and then I'll measure from here back. I do have me a pair of scissors. So what I'm going to do is lay this to the edge of the cone there and come a little forward to roughly somewhere like around in here, and I will cut this piece off, as you can see there. I'm just going to dry fit it, make sure everything looks good. My hands in there, that's good there, and yeah, that's coming to the end of there, if you can see that, guys. I hope so. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, because this stuff is hard to get unstuck, so what I'm going to do is take a piece of just regular, this is light tack masking tape. I'm going to put on there, and as you can see there, that just kind of helps me to pull this apart. So then I'm going to peel this off of the silver tape. Well, said it was, go from this direction like that, and then put it back on the non-stick side of that. So now we're going to roll this off up here, and what I like to do a lot of times is just put me a little bit of a curvature to it like this, because it's just easier to work with, so I can hold on to it better. Alright, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go from the back side in through the back end here and come out this way and grab it with these fingers. And I'm going to start with the side over here lined up, as you can see, with this edge right here. Now I can actually move this back just a little bit here and go to there, and I want to try to keep everything here pretty much straight. So now I'm just going to lightly stick that, and that looks good there. And so now I'm just going to kind of start working my finger back and forth here, getting any of the wrinkles out as I go back. Just going to kind of look up in here. That looks nice. So now what I like to do is, if I can find it, I have a where is my, got a lot going on here, guys. Here it is. So here, okay, so what I like to do is take a dowel rod like such, and you can do this a couple of different ways. It's whatever works for you. A lot of times I'll take a cloth and I'll wrap around the rod like this, just because it's soft for now. And I'll take this and kind of start pushing down in here and run it all the way out to the back of the tape. And then I'll start, as you can see, just kind of going side to side like this, just to kind of smooth everything down. And then I'll also take my fingers now, because this tape sticks pretty well. I also took alcohol, guys, and cleaned all up in here, just so to make sure my tape stuck well. That's a little skit built tip there for you guys. And if you can see up in there now, hopefully you can see how nice and smooth that is. Looks really good, and that's what I like to see, just really nice, smooth. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut another piece, of course. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to measure again and come a little forward here. Take my fingernail, make a mark on there. Take my scissors and cut that off. And then get my piece of tape back here again. Stick that to there. See if I can kind of get it started. Once you can get it started, that's the main thing, because this stuff is just a pain to peel apart. So it can be frustrating sometimes, guys. Well, seeing what I'm telling you. So can you imagine doing this without tape? Not very easy. See, it still doesn't want to come. Sometimes I'll switch ends. Let's see if I can come from this end here. This one may do it better. Yeah, there we go. It's coming now. Okay, cool. So there we go. So got it started, and I can peel it apart. And I'm going to pull this back apart here. Let me move this camera just a hair, guys. My hat's showing in here. Just like that. Alright. Now, get this back apart. As I said, take it. Just put you a little bit of a bend kind of in the center so that it's shaped like this. Just like that. You guys know what we used to bend like this and shape like that, right? Okay. Alright. Some of you may be more qualified and skilled at that. I don't know. So now again, we're going to go in here and we're going to line this side up with our other piece there and this end up. And I'm just trying not, I don't want to overlap much, because if I don't overlap, then I don't have to really do too much extra here. So I'm going to get that started. Again, take my finger out. Just going to kind of sight down the tube a little bit. And with the way things are shaped here, guys, it's going to overlap some. So just how it is. So I'm going to take this again. We're going to put this in, and I'm going to softly go down the center of that piece of tape. And just go back and forth like this, guys. And just rub out wrinkles. Keeping everything nice and smooth for airflow there, guys. Look back in here. Okay, so yeah, what I want to do now, I came over on this cone a little bit here, so I'm just going to come in here, barely tack it down, don't want it to stick too much, and I'm going to come in here and just lightly cut this out. And then I can stick that to my blade and pull that right out of there, and then stick everything down, and I've got a nice edge there, guys. Hope you guys are seeing this, because like I said, this is just going to make this light up like crazy with Ray's fiery booty. Alright, so now we got to have another piece to follow on around to over here on this side. So I'm going to lay that there like so, and I'm going to make a mark there. And this, again, guys, this is all kind of rough. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just funny that way. I like things as perfect as I can get it. It's a bad OCD kind of habit, but anyway. Well, here we go with this tape again, trying to get it unstuck. All right, there it is. Got it pulled apart on that corner. I'm telling you guys, a little piece of masking tape will be your best friend when you're doing this kind of stuff, because it sticks to everything, even to itself, and it's hard to get apart. Okay, so we're going to go back on this side over here, guys. So I'm going to bend again and kind of turn it kind of like I want it. And then we're going in, grab it from this end, just to kind of hold on to it a little bit. And I'm going to try to line everything up here for you guys. Get that like that. Just kind of, I'm not going to tack anything down on this end yet, guys, because I just want to look first. I can actually probably raise that up just a hair. I think that's perfect right there, actually. So yeah, so I'm going to come back in here with this. I'm going to go ahead and roll this around a little bit here. Stick that in there and just kind of, like I say, guys, roll that around, push it all down nice. You can come on back out to the other end with this if you want to. And I'm going to look in here. Yeah, that looks great. Great, great, great. Just want to make sure my seams are nice and smooth. And right here, guys, I'm just going to cut this off. Yeah, I'm going to just cut this off. And go up in there with that, follow that contour like that, push it down in there, and then I'll come right to the edge of here and cut that piece of tape off, just like that. So now you see what we have there, right? Okay, so now, as you see, we don't have as much length from here to here, so this piece will be adjusted accordingly. So now I can take this piece, lay it here, and make a mark just like so, so we know this will be perfect where we want it. Cut this off here. Now we'll peel this apart again. Fun part again. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. I see you wanting to come out of there. Well, maybe not. Go to another end here, Jeff. See what we get here. Alright, there we go. We got it started. Now I can go in there and grab that. Lay my tape down. Pull this off. Okay, now, again, I'm going to put our bend with the sticky side up. Alright, now I'm going to come in from the back side. And I want to look first and see where I kind of need to be. So I see that line over there. So let's go ahead. We'll start on the other side there. So let's get our bend back in here. Ease back around to here. Let's see. Well, see, I told you, man, this stuff loves to stick to itself. So you got to kind of plan everything out here. I'm going to go in from this end, I think. Let's see. Go up. I'm gonna line this one up down here first. That's, well, he said he was. We'll get there in a second. There's that right there. My finger off this tape. That line lined up there. It's perfect right there. Awesome. Now I can take my fingers here. I was a little shy there. That didn't work out right for some reason. I'll have to get that right, guys. I don't know why. When I measured that, it should have been perfect, but it's not. I don't know why. It's weird. This piece. All right. That's in there good. Alrighty, so let's try this again. See if we can get it right this time, guys. See, I measured there to here. It should be perfect. You saw it here first. Not making this up. Okay, get the tape off of there. Weird how this peels right apart sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. You just never know when it's gonna not want to come apart. There it is. There you go. See? You see how you be fiddling here, guys, if you didn't use a piece of tape to pull that apart? Alright, so same thing again. Put this little bend with the sticky side up now. See how it's sticking to my fingers. Alright, and let's see, I'm going to go in from the back side here. Try to line this all up with the piece I just put in. Perfect. Now I can smooth it out. Yep. Looks good. Very nice. Alrighty. And now I think I'm just going to go in here and fix this little piece up in here. How do I want to do that? Let's see. Let me look at something here. Okay, so let's just do a piece all the way around here. Like so. Let's cut that right there on that bend. Just like that. And yeah, guys, I'm talking to myself because, you know, there's nobody else here to talk to and except you guys, and you guys aren't live, so I'm just talking. And so if I ramble or I sound goofy, I'm sorry. Just trying to get this done. And this is a little painstaking stuff like this, but it's worth it in the end because it's going to make this thing light up like crazy. And so yeah, you know, it is what it is. We do what we do, right? Let's see, I'm going to fold this kind of in half. And let's see. If I kind of fold it in half and start put it around my finger like that. And then this stuff, guys, will stick to everything but money. Literally. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. What I wanted right there. That looks nice. Stick that down there. Now everything's covered inside. And that's exactly what I wanted. Good deal. All right. Now, what we're going to have now is this piece right here. It's going to need some tape from basically right around this line here. So as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of tape and we'll lay it right in here. I'm going to measure. But I'm going to make this one a little longer over here, guys, because I want to fill in this hole so no light comes out of that hole. So what we're going to do is lay this here, give ourselves a little bit of slack so that it bypasses, and then I'm just going to make sure everything's good. I'm going to make a mark there just like that, and I'm going to snip that off, and then I'm going to come here and just remeasure and look and see what I got. So yeah, so what that'll do, guys, see, that'll fill in, and once that's in there, yeah, it'll block that light from coming in. So that's the main goal there, guys. So let's peel this one, last one apart here. One more and we're done. And you know, when you get to the last thing on something, you know, it's always the last one that wants to be a pain, right? Ah, there we go. Good, good, good. Okay, so let's peel that right on back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get in here like so. And we're going to make this line up with that edge there, guys. And kind of take our finger, tack that down. If you guys can see that. Alright, now all I'm going to do is follow this right on around this curvature here, guys. So just carefully rubbing this down all the way around until I get to this side over here, and you see how nice and smooth that is there, guys. And so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and just snip off, I think, this paper, but I'm going to leave that on there. Okay, so we're going to cut the paper off just like that, and we're going to leave the brown paper on that piece, and I'll show you what we'll do with that later. Because what that's going to do, guys, as you can see, I left it on here, okay? So when I put this on, like so, it's going to slide down, and then I'll go up in here and I'll rub that onto that servo from the back. And with that all the way down, that will fill in that and close that off so the light won't come out of there. And that's what you want. So that's why you just want to kind of leave that tape in place. Same thing I did here. I just left the paper on it here, so you know. So that's done. All right, so we got those done, and now the fan is pretty much ready, guys, to install back in here. So one other thing that I'm going to do, I believe, guys, that I believe RC Geek and Rich Baker both did to their planes, guys, is they went in and they also filled in this void over here, which I'm going to do too. So that way when this piece, this one goes on this side, when this piece sits down flat over here, see right here, this hole right here will also be filled up so that you won't get anything going through there. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I think I'm going to cut a piece of foam and glue in there, because I could do it with tape. I think RC Geek did his with glue, hot glue. He kind of maybe built a barrier right across here, and that would work. I need to think on that one, because I think a block of foam would be pretty easy to do, and I could cut that out. So let's see what we got here, guys. Let me look. Pardon the shop, guys. I got crap everywhere, but I do have plenty of foam. Always keep foam, guys. You never know when you're going to need it. And look at the right shape. Imagine that. So yeah, look at there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blade here, guys, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm guessing that's going to be roughly maybe this thick. What do you think? So let's go ahead and cut a piece off of here, like so. With this blade. You wouldn't think styrofoam would be this hard to cut, would you? Really, a lot of times I like to use my bandsaw over there, guys, because it really cuts much better for this type of work. Goes right through it like butter. Let's see, that snaps off pretty good. Alright, so if we take this and we look at what we've got here, the design, let's see, let me go this way. Okay, yep. Okay, so so if I have, where is my pencil? Well, I've got, there it is right there. Alright, so that's the square edge there. And guys, this is all just a rough cut. Now I'm not don't laugh. I'm just trying to see what I can do here, so we all work with me, okay? This is all I'm learning as I go too with this here, because I may not like it. So we'll see. I can honestly tell you, a lot of times with this foam like this, and this was packing foam, guys, this wasn't the good stuff. But you have to really cut it slow to get it to work right, because it wants to tear on you. So as you see, I'm taking just small little cuts, and just kind of feeling of it, see how it feels. I'm going around here slowly as to not tear it up. Pop that out. We'll lay that over there for now. Look at our edges on this. Okay, so as you can see, fellas, this is starting to line up pretty good. And see, I can take this if I choose now and hot glue this in just like that. And see, that's perfect, guys. Look at that. Perfect. And see, that'll fill that that'll fill that void up. I hope you guys can see that pretty good right in there. That looks really nice, and some hot glue will fill that in nicely, and everything will be sealed off here. I'll put some on the back side there. So yeah, let me get the hot glue gun. I think we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. Get that done. While I'm right here, let's see. Get this down here, plug this into here. Alright, so let's set this over here out of the way somewhere for right this second, on my table actually, and not anywhere else, because I know what that glue is going to do. As soon as it gets hot, it's going to start dripping. Throw away all this paper. Better yet, I'll sit that right on that wax paper, and that way that'll keep that from burning. Move all this out of the way, get rid of all this scrap. Throw this in the trash can. Get another potato chip. Appreciate you guys joining me on this gloomy day. As you can see, it's pretty gloomy out here. But we're in the garage, we're in the shop, we're having fun, working on the plane. It's always a good day, right? So, check this glue gun out and see what we got. She shouldn't take long. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get me, as soon as I make sure this is working, not quite yet, it's not ready yet. Put me a little glue there, put a little glue across here. Everything's good there. I'm going to also come in here, guys, and put a dab of glue right on each screw, because, you know, why not? You just don't ever want these things to loosen up, get from vibration or whatever. So I'm just going to put a little speck of glue on them just to reassure myself. So now my hot glue gun is starting to try to work. It's getting warmer here. It's trying to. Come on. Hot glue gun is really overkill. Hot glue gun, it gets too hot. You can't turn it up or down. There's no high or low setting. I really don't like it compared to my cheapo. This actually came from the guys at Flight Test, and it's a nice gun. Don't get me wrong, but it gets so hot. And there's no way to turn. I like a high and low setting. I don't know about you guys, but you can't do that with this one. So I got me a little glue there. I'm going to go ahead and get this in place where I want it, just like so. And get that wedged up in there like this. And hope that that'll go ahead and harden up quickly, maybe. And then I'm going to fill in this crack here as well. Over here and on these cords here. And then we'll get this out of the way. I'm just going to hold that in place, because as I said, now see, this thing's getting too hot now, guys. That's the problem. Now she's getting hot, and you can't slow it down now. See, that's the thing I don't like about this gun. I mean, it's like there's no happy medium unless you sit here and you plug and unplug, and that's a pain, as we all know, but it might be what I have to do, because now get those strings out of the way. Let's sit that there. Okay, if this takes on the first go, I'm going to go ahead and unplug it, guys, because I know what it's going to do. It's just going to get hotter. So now I'm going to wet my finger and pull it across that glue, which will go ahead and get that there to set up pretty good. And it's cooler out here today. I mean, this stuff should set up pretty well anyway. So that's done. That's in nicely, pushed down good. Everything's firming up well. Make sure there's no impedance there. Listen to that big word, impedance. It's like collusion. Alright, so guys, what I got now, if you can see this down in here. Let's see, let me get my hand. Yeah, so if you can see this down in here, guys, you can tell now that that's pretty smooth past there. There's no air going to come in and out of there, so we got a good seal on these over here as well. So yeah, so now I'm just going to take this gun while it's hot, and I'm going to put just a little speck of glue around each screw here, guys. And all that does is just going to keep these screws from ever vibrating out, hopefully. It's kind of like putting a little foam tack on your E-clips and things like that, guys. Just a little bit of added protection. No big deal. You don't have to do it. I just feel better about it personally. And while the glue gun is hot, I'll run a little bead right along there too, as a matter of fact. Because I mean, this is hot glue, guys, so let's be honest. We all know that we can break this free if we wanted to. So yeah. Alright, so see, that looks nice. Everything's firmed up good there. Looks good here. Push that little piece out of the way. That's all nice, guys. I like how that looks. And now, if we take this, let's move that back, and drop her in here, everything fits really nicely. And see, if you look over here, guys, let me come back this way. Now our hole here is sealed nicely, so no air is coming in and out of there. So, and then once I get my tape sealed down here, we'll be good. No light will come out, no air will come out there, so we'll be good to go there as well. So I'm going to pop this back out. Okay, take that back out. Move it back over here. I'm just going to kind of sit that over here. Alright, that's done. These are secure. That's in well. I like everything I'm seeing here. Fan is nice. So yeah, guys, so now I tell you guys something else I think I'm gonna do here while this gun's hot. Part of me thinks I want to I don't know, part of me wants to glue this ESC in place. I don't know that it'll slide or shift or whatever, but I don't know, guys. Why not, right? I mean, we're here, it's here, the glue's hot. I'll run a little bead right along there like that. What do you think, guys? I think it's just, again, more insurance. You know, nothing's going to move, shift, whatever you want to call it. I can slide a little more aft back with this if I choose to. There, if I want to be a little more forward, I can. Wet my finger. Bead. And now, guys, I don't know. I just feel better about this not shifting or moving. Because see now, see it doesn't slide. Like, see how this one moves? This one's not moving now. So, just my 2 cents, guys. Just my 2 cents. So yeah. Alright, guys, so we're back to putting in all this down through here again, so we can feed that in. I'll get that pulled through there. Now I'm going to get this fan hooked back up to the ESC here, guys. I do have everything numbered, as you can see. Number 1 goes here. Number 2 will be this one, and then we have number 3. And now something else I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to shrink wrap these, so give me 1 second. Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do here, I mean, I know you guys know how to do this, but I'm just going to take some pieces of shrink tubing, and I'm just going to split them more or less in half, like so. And I'm just going to put on the different connectors, guys, primarily due to the fact that I don't know, it just looks nicer and you don't have to worry about the stuff coming apart like this. I'm going to do red, I think. Again, I kind of I like to color code stuff for some reason. I just think it looks better. Do you have to? No, but I just like it, so that's what I'm going to do. Cut that piece. Put that in there. I color code what I can. I'll put it like that, guys. Slide this on first, plug this back in, slide it over, And I'm going to grab my torch that I use for this kind of stuff. It's a torch lighter, guys. These are awesome. If you don't have one, you can pick one up. They're great. Now you just take this here. I'm going to slide this down a little bit further, kind of to the center. Move those out of the way. And then, as you can see how quickly and nicely that will heat that up. And basically, guys, you're just assuring yourself that this isn't going to ever pull apart. Just because, you know, that's the only reason I'm doing it. So now I'm going to take the, I don't have, as you see, I don't have any yellow, so I'm just going to go with the black on this one. So we'll pull this apart, put that on, slide it down a little ways, put that there, push that back up over that connection there, and do the same thing here. Alright, that one's tight, and we'll do this one here as well. Put that up there like that, and we'll heat this one up. And there you go. So that's done. Alright, now what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to take a zip tie. Let's see, I know Ray gave me zip ties. Where are they at? Let's see, where did I put those? La la la. Well, they're here somewhere because there they are, right there in front of me. I can't see for looking, guys. These are just zip ties that Ray sends with all of his stuff here, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to connect all of these wires here together out of the fan, just as a safety precaution again. And as I said, I already had the other fan in when you guys saw that, so we're just going to go in here and we're going to pull this tight here, guys. Get that one there good and in there, and then we'll clip this tail off of here. And now we can put this back in here and just feel confident in the fact that this isn't going to just pull out on us. So we're going to slide that back in. Make sure you've got all of these wires down in here like they should be. Nothing is sticking up or hanging up. Slide your fan back in. Get everything seated nicely, sitting down in there nice. Okay, and then we're going to just, I'm going to turn this zip tie differently. Matter of fact, I'm just thinking here for a second. Think. Do I like that? I don't think so. I'm going to cut this one off, guys. I ain't crazy about that. So, just going to take that one off for now. Put this back in here. Again, guys, I'm OCD over stuff, and I wish I wasn't, but I am. Sometimes it's a bad thing. But I just want to get these routed as nicely as possible here so that everything just lays better, looks better, doesn't impede airflow as no more than it has to, because as you see here, this is going to impede airflow. If you guys can see that, that's just going to happen. I don't like it, but it is what it is. That red one needs to be moved. Let's see. Really not a lot of way around it, guys, from what I can tell. The I wish those wires didn't impede, guys, but they are, and I don't like it. I just don't think there's a lot of way around it either. From what I can see, it's going to have to happen. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like how this is looking, guys. It's just like, can't do a whole lot about it. It doesn't seem. It's better. It's better. It's better. It's better. Okay. So. Alright guys, so here I go again with my OCDness and just wanting everything to be neat and organized. So again, I'm just rambling here, and please forgive me. I will edit a lot of this out, I'm sure, but I am recording, so that's what matters.